Hi everyone, it's Artist from Man Carpentry. Today I'm going to show you how I do cladding. Ship that this one is. So the first and foremost what I've done is I've set out the laser level and pinned the line all the way around the building just to get it level, so when you get to your corners your lines meet through. Otherwise, you know, if you don't level it could be too obvious. And bear in mind that sometimes with this sort of first fixed timber, green timber, it isn't perfect, it isn't the same size, so you will have some indiscrepancies, but it shouldn't be too much. So today I will crack on with this gable end. We got a door here as well, so yeah, that's the job for today. I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I'll catch you in a bit. So we've done first row. What we got to do is, obviously we can't, unfortunately the door hasn't come as the windows haven't, so hence why I haven't been carrying on with the cladding. So I'm going as high as I can before going all where windows are. I will however try to finish this today. Reason being is just because there's one door, and what I will do, or what I'll have to do, I'll sail my ends over, and what I will have to do after that, I have to trim it once the door comes. So, which is not ideal. Ideally you would want it, you know, done as you fitted the door, but I don't have choice because doors and windows not going to come until next week, end of next week, and I need to carry on, do as much as I can whilst the weather is okay. As you can see today is okay, but you know it soon can turn. So yeah, this is the first one, and then I can't go any higher there because that's where the door will be on here, so we're gonna have to cut that off and when the door is in. But what I'll do, I will sail about 20 millimeters longer or so, and hopefully that will be, well, I know that my opening is 10 millimeters wider than the door, and by the time we clad it, it will all work out. But obviously the hardest bit will be to, you know, plumb line it, cut it all on here, which is not the best, but I'm gonna have to do that. It's just life, I suppose. So yeah, some probably will notice why we got such a wide gaps between studs. Well, reason being, this is an old stud there. So I've used studs which are the straightest because some aren't, and the spacing was about 600-ish. So yeah, unfortunately they're scattered around. If it's been built from scratch, then it will be slightly different. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I will crack on. So what I've done, I've cut lengths ready so I can just crack on, because obviously I know that this is my door, so I go inside of the door, and obviously later on we're gonna have to cut individual lengths. Also because we got a vented roof, etc., we're gonna have to leave like a 10 millimeter gap. Well, not 10, 25 mil. So we're gonna go to the line of that batten. There is a batten, cross batten on the roof, so we're gonna go against that, and that will be our finish. So there is air circulation everywhere because this shed will be insulated, and that's that really. So what I'm using galvanized nails, for outdoor use. If you are very close to seafront, I would suggest using stainless steel if possible. So otherwise obviously they will give in these galvanized will give in quicker than stainless steel. So yeah, I will crack on, get the sides up and try to get this gable end finished, and see if we got enough time we'll do another end as well. Now there's no window in, but I just need to get these things done because weather is changing. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. What I forgot to mention to you is, if you're doing in fairly sort of cold conditions, well, our winters, it'd be worth getting gas, which is for colder weather, because otherwise you're gonna have to keep those gas balls in your pocket to warm them up and swap them, because they just won't fire. Also, when I nail the boards, because they're only thin, I go on a slight angle and try to spike it and change directions just to hold it in better. So it's only a softwood, but those pins aren't that huge, so that's how I fixed. And on ends I tried to put 4 fixings as well, just to allow for that fixing, because that's where the weak point will be. Middle won't be as bad with the ends. So yeah, that's basically it. Just keep going. So when you're gonna get to the top, you might have to put extra support just so you can pick up on your cladding. You can see I've put some in, so we got somewhere to fix. Otherwise obviously it will be flapping about, and also you know, as in my case, as you can see, there's not much fixing at all, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna put battens in. It doesn't have to be all the way, just in the middle, just so we can pick up the fixings. So yeah, obviously a bevel, and you just need to crack on. Right, we're done one gable end, so obviously I'm gonna have to re-trim these when the doors come, and the top, but this at least didn't have window, so I got less to trim. With the angles, what I did, as you saw, first I done the tryout cut on an offcut, make sure my angle is correct, and once it was correct, I've done the angle first and then measured to the stud back, and then I went from other side going in that way as well. So that way you also, when you get to the other side to cut it in, get your piece slightly longer to give you a little, you know, a little bit of benefit and doubt. If you got to trim a bit more, you know, here and there, so that way you have less waste. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video.